It's not every day I find myself in rural Pennsylvania, but when I had learned that sports legend Jim Thorpe was entombed nearby, well, you know, I had to come and pay a visit and do a little video action. Hello friends, Stephen Duer from Cemetery Nation. I'm standing right off of Route 903 in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania, approximately 2 miles from the town named in his honor. The site that we're at is about 2.5 acres in size. It consists of 2 wonderful statues, a sculpture, information plaques, and up on the mound of earth is the actual sarcophagus that Jim Thorpe's remains are placed. For those that don't know who Jim Thorpe was, especially for you youngins, Thorpe is considered by sports analysts as the most versatile athlete in modern sports. He excelled in a variety of sports. He played professional baseball, professional football, basketball, but his most noted achievement was the 1912 Summer Olympics. Thorpe was an American athlete of both Native American and European ancestry. He was born on May 28, 1888 in Indian Territory in Prague, Oklahoma. His sports accomplishments are impressive. At the 1912 Summer Olympics in Stockholm, he blew away the competition by gold medaling in both the pentathlon and the decathlon. From the Olympics, he moved on to professional baseball, where he played for the New York Giants and other teams. He played for 6 seasons, 1913 to 1919, and with an overall batting average of .254. After baseball, he moved on to professional football, where he played for the Canton Bulldogs and the New York Giants. Thorpe played way past his prime, retiring in 1928 at the age of 41. Interestingly enough, a little side note, Thorpe was one of 2 athletes in history to play for the New York Giants in 2 different sports. In football, he was the running back for the New York Giants. In baseball, he was the outfielder for the New York Giants. After Thorpe's illustrious sports career, he went on to become an extra in Hollywood movies. He became the superintendent of recreation for the Chicago Parks Department and even joined the Merchant Marines. But on March 28, 1953, Jim Thorpe lost his life due to a heart attack. He was 65 years old, which brings us here to the final resting place. What I'd like to do is bring you a little closer to the actual tomb that Jim Thorpe remains in. I want you to take notice of the mound of dirt or the mound of earth that the tomb rests upon, because that is relevant in our story here. The tomb is impressive. It's a 3-tier tomb. It's a 20-ton red granite tomb. Inscribed into the red granite are medallions depicting Thorpe's achievements in the Olympics. On the sides are baseball and football. I want you to take notice of the inscription on the front, which is what King Gustav V from Stockholm, Sweden said to Jim Thorpe on the day he received those gold medals: "Sir, you are the greatest athlete in the world." And Jim Thorpe humbly replied, which is not inscribed on the tomb, "Thanks, King." Now, I mentioned that the mound of earth that the tomb rests upon is relevant. You know why? Because the earth that this sarcophagus is resting on is earth that was acquired from significant places in Thorpe's life. The mound is made up of earth made from, or came from, Prague, Oklahoma, which is where Thorpe was born. It comes from, the mouth of earth comes from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where Thorpe went to school. The earth is also coming from the New York Polo Grounds, where Thorpe played baseball and football. And finally, there is earth below us that comes from the Stockholm Olympic Stadium. To sum this all up, you may be wondering, as we're standing here talking about this illustrious athlete, Why would this amazing athlete be buried and entombed in a little roadside monument in the middle of rural Pennsylvania? Well, that story is yet to be told, and if you're interested, we'll do a follow-up story in the next following video. I appreciate you listening, and thank you for joining me here. Take care.